Maybe go to some museum. Then I would like to go to some bar to listen jazz. gave you an extra one. Oh, there you go. Hope you have a good day.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. También le echas y le
I think I'll get this.
the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while?